Welcome back, future criminologists. In this video, we will be discussing the crime of treason. Treason. According to Article 114 of the Revised Penal Code, treason is a crime committed by any Filipino citizen or an alien residing in the Philippines who levies war against the Philippines or adheres to her enemies, giving them aid or comfort within the Philippines or elsewhere. Please take note that the old definition of treason includes treason against the United States. However, Republic Act No. 10951 amended not only the amount of penalties but also excluded United States in any of the provisions in the Revised Penal Code. Treason is actually a betrayal to your own country. Treason is the act of turning one's back to one's country during war and siding with the enemy. It is essentially a war crime. Its essence is the breach of allegiance to the Philippine government. It is disloyalty in times of war in favor of the enemy. From the article, we can now have the elements of treason. The following are the elements of treason. 1. Offender is a Filipino citizen or an alien residing in the Philippines. 2. There is a war in which the Philippines is involved. 3. Offender either levies war against the government or adheres to the enemies by giving them aid and comfort. Now let us discuss each of the elements. First element, offender is a Filipino citizen or an alien residing in the Philippines. Basically, this first element tells us who can be liable for the crime of treason. Person who may commit treason. First, Filipino citizens even when outside the country. Basta Filipino citizen ka, kahit asan ka, pwede kang liable for treason. So, kahit ginawa mo yung crime na treason sa ibang bansa, pwede ka pa rin kasuhan ng treason dito sa Pilipinas. Treason is one of the exceptions to the principle of territoriality under the Revised Penal Code. Second, aliens residing in the country. Take note, the alien should be residing in the Philippines. Kung yung alien nasa ibang bansa, nung ginawa niya yung crime na treason, hindi siya pwedeng i-prosecute dito. Mag-a-apply sa kanya yung principle of territoriality. Bakit kasali ang resident alien? The resident aliens are expected to remain loyal in exchange for the protection of the law and of the government given to them during their residency in the Philippines. Ulitin ko, pag Filipino, kahit asan ka, pwede ka liable ng treason. Pag aliens or foreign citizens, para liable siya sa treason, dapat nasa Pilipinas siya. Next, second element, there is war in which the Philippines is involved. The Supreme Court in the case of United States versus Dalmacio-Lagnason states that no formal declaration of war is necessary in order that parties shall be guilty of levying war against the government. War may exist without proclamation to that effect. Actual hostilities may determine the date of the commencement of war, though no proclamation may have been issued, no declaration made, and no action of the executive or legislative branches of the government. Hindi po kailangan ng declaration, basta may actual war. third element, offender either levies war against the government or adheres to the enemies by giving them aid and comfort. These third requisite are the modes on how to commit the crime of treason. First mode is levying war against the government. Levying war means the assembling of a body of men for the purpose of affecting by force a treasonable object. It must be in support of the enemy, else it becomes sedition or rebellion. Dapat support mo yung enemy kasi kung against ka lang sa government, pwedeng rebellion o sedition ang crime at hindi treason. The second mode of treason is adhering to the enemies, giving them aid and comfort. Adherence to the enemy means that the citizen intellectually or emotionally favors the enemies and harbors sympathies or convictions disloyal to his country's policy or interests. Ito yung kusang pagsunod sa mga kalaban. It means that there is intent to betray. Aid and comfort, on the other hand, means any act which strengthens or tends to strengthen the enemy of the government in the conduct of war against the government, or an act which weakens or tends to weaken the power of the government to resist or to attack the enemies of the government. Halimbawa ng aid and comfort, pag nagbigay ka sa kalaban ng pera para pambili nila ng firearms or ammunition para magamit nila sa pakikidigma. The giving of aid or comfort must be to the enemy as an enemy and not by reason of humanitarian considerations. Kunyari may nakita kang kalaban na sugatan. Ginamot mo siya kasi naawa ka. Ang pagtulong na yon ay hindi considered treason. Kasi nga tinulungan mo siya hindi dahil kinakampihan mo siya, kundi bilang isang tao. Ways of proving treason. Second paragraph of Article 114 states that no person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of two witnesses, at least to the same overt act, or on confession of the accused in open court. Thus, there are two ways to prove treason. First, by the testimony of two witnesses, at least to the same overt act. This is also called the two-witness rule. Second, confession of the accused in open court. Yung confession po, dapat judicial confession or confession before the court. Kung confession made before the investigators, this is not sufficient to convict a person of treason. Next, is treason committed when one accepts a public office? Mere acceptance of a public office and the discharge of the duties connected therewith do not constitute per se the crime of treason, unless such office was accepted as an aid and for the comfort of the enemy, and that the person who accepted the office adheres to the enemies. Circumstances inherent in the crime of treason and thus not aggravating. First, treachery, since the essence of the crime is betrayal. Second, abuse of superior strength, kasi hindi yun treason kung mag-isa mo lang. The crime of treason requires the assembling of men. Third, evident premeditation. Pinagplaplanuhan po ang treason at hindi siya basta-bastang ginagawa. Stages of the crime of treason. There are no stages. The mere attempt consummates the crime of treason. So walang attempted or frustrated treason. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to share it and to subscribe.